Silksong, 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 the most anticipated indie game of all time. The game that crashed Steam, Nintendo eShop, PlayStation Store, and Xbox Store when it released because people are absolutely wanting to play this game. There are two main reasons for all of this to happen. That is, Team Cherry, the developers of the game, took too long to release it. They took from 7 years to 8.5 years. I know that's a lot, so people are started thinking that this game is not going to release, but it finally released and it was awesome. And the second reason was that Team Cherry's first game was pretty absolutely masterpiece. The point that people said, hey, if the first game was awesome, of course the second one will be awesome too. And that's why everything has happened, and now we're out. Team Cherry's first game was, of course, as we all know, Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight was a pretty absolute masterpiece. I didn't like it when I first played it. The first playthrough wasn't that good. I thought that the game was too hard and there is no a lot of content. But when I zoomed this additional content, did everything, and 112% of that game, I absolutely adored it. I am a person that adores completionist, and I like to just play the game, do all of its content, and then move on. Because Hollow Knight's all content was absolutely masterpiece, from maxing out my HP to defeating bosses to doing challenges, platforming, Path of Pain. All of that was a lot of fun. Maybe I feel frustrated, but that's me. I always feel frustrated when I do the challenge, but after I beat it, I feel so happy and fun because I was so angry. I just feel happy because I'm going to find a boss that is going to take 16 hours of my life. And my favorite thing in Hollow Knight is listening to this guy singing. Yes, this is... Alright, so now back to Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is waiting for the game review. What I forgot to mention is that Hollow Knight looks gorgeous, but since silksong doesn't have that dark, weird world, it looks much more awesome than anything else in gaming, which is going to give silksong a plus point. Other thing that I've noticed that Team Cherry made it good and make it better in silksong is that the charm systems of Hollow Knight, which was really good, got replaced with the tool system from silksong, and the tools are 4 different categories. We have blue tools, which are more combat focused equipments, yellow tools that are more exploration focused ones like the one notch charms from Hollow Knight, and red tools, which are basically the stars of the show because they are some active abilities that have limited uses like potions or bombs or weapons, and they are so good from variety to mechanics to idea, and they are so balanced, and then rare little times you can make some combos that are broken or boss melting, like the silksong community named them, but I like to name them Hornet of Mass Destruction, which has some losers destroying all of the game and making you just one tap most of the bosses. And there is silk skills, which are basically the changeable Hollow Knight spells. The reasons they are classed like this is that you need to choose a crest before you use them. Each crest has its own moveset and tool slots and passive abilities, and some of the crests like Architect, Beast or Shaman may build Hornet of Mass Destruction, and others like Witch, Wardrobe, Reaper, Hunter are perfectly balanced for everything, and all of this makes silksong's perfect combat. And by the way, the bosses in this game are incredibly fun. They all have that silly little dance of you dodging the boss attacks and attacking, and I know they look hard, but once you understand the moveset, they become a lot of fun. Yes, even this fucking loser. I know there is a little bit of issues in this game, like hornets of mass destruction, double damage, muck maggots, runbacks, some rarely boring quests, and of course the most biggest bad thing in Silksong is that Bilewater is the area that exists. Why didn't they just delete it and put the coral forest in its place? That's so sad in my opinion. But there are not that visible compared to all of the good things in Silksong. Overall, Silksong is a pretty insanely good game and it works all the waiting that we spent a whole long 8 years of waiting for this game. And I hope that the DLCs will make the game much fun and I don't want a 112%. I want 115% or 300% like Cuphead. And as I said in the beginning of the video, in the title, the thumbnail, this is probably going to be my game of the year. And I don't know, I think that is going to give it to Expedition 33, even if I think that it's Silksong. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that helps me a lot. And we souls out.